My name is Liana Brooks. I turned 18 3 days ago, and my stepfather thought that meant he finally owned everything. He was wrong. The night of my birthday dinner, right between dessert and that fake "we're so proud of you" speech, he leaned over and said quietly, "Tomorrow morning, you're signing the transfer papers. It's time to handle the lake house." Like it was already decided. Like I was just a signature. I smiled, I nodded, I even said, "Yeah, we'll talk." But later that night, while everyone in the house was asleep, I did something he never saw coming. I moved every single asset my grandmother left me into a legal structure he couldn't touch. Not a dollar, not the house, not even the land. Locked. And the next morning, that's when everything fell apart. But to understand why I did that, you need to go back a few years. Because this didn't start with money. It started with a feeling that I was never really part of my own family. I was 13 when my mom remarried. Daniel, clean, polished, always smiling. The kind of man people trust immediately. He brought his daughter Ava into the house. And suddenly everything shifted. Same house, same rooms, same dinner table. But different rules. Ava got the renovated bedroom. I got "we'll fix yours later." Ava got a car at 16. I got a lecture about responsibility. Ava messed up. It's okay, she's learning. I did the same thing. "Liana, we expected better from you." At first, I thought I was imagining it. Then my grandmother said something that stuck with me. She looked me straight in the eyes one summer and said, "Pay attention to who gets protected and who gets managed." I didn't fully get it back then, but I remembered it. My grandmother, Elena, lived by the coast, not some luxury mansion, but a quiet, beautiful house with white walls, big windows, and the ocean right outside. That house was the only place I ever felt calm, no tension, no comparisons, no walking on eggshells, just peace. When I was 15, she started teaching me things. Not emotional stuff, practical. How ownership works, how property is registered, what control actually means. At the time, it felt random. Now I know it wasn't. She was preparing me. She passed away when I was 17. And something changed in my house almost immediately. Not grief, planning. I started hearing conversations. Late at night, behind closed doors. Words like valuation, timing, transfer. Daniel was always involved. Always leading. One night I heard him say, "Once she turns 18. It's simple, everything moves through us." Everything. That word stuck. A week later, I found documents in his office. Not by snooping, by accident, a draft agreement. They were already discussing selling my grandmother's house, before I even knew what I officially owned. That's when I stopped being naive and started paying attention. 2 months before my birthday, I got a call, private number. A woman introduced herself as my grandmother's attorney. She said, "Your grandmother set something up years ago, but you need to understand it before your 18th birthday." We met, and that's when I found out the truth. Everything my grandmother owned was already placed in a protected structure. Years ago, not in her name, not in my mom's, not in Daniel's reach, mine, but only fully accessible. When I turned 18, and here's the part that changed everything. If you don't act immediately, the lawyer said, they can still try to manipulate the situation around you. Not legally, emotionally, pressure. Control. So I made a decision. I wasn't going to fight them. I was going to let them think they'd already won. Fast forward to my birthday dinner. Smiles, toasts, fake warmth, Daniel talking about family unity. My mom nodding like everything was normal. And then that line, "Tomorrow morning you'll sign." That night I didn't sleep. At 12:07 a.m. I signed the real documents. The next morning, they were ready, coffee, papers. That fake calm energy. Daniel even smiled and said, "Let's make this quick." I sat down, looked at the papers, then looked at him, and said, "I already handled it." Silence, the kind that feels heavy. "What do you mean?" he asked, still calm but different. "I mean, there's nothing left to transfer." My mom frowned. Ava stopped scrolling her phone. Daniel leaned forward. "That's not possible." I slid my phone across the table. A single document. Confirmation. Ownership locked. Control assigned. Irreversible. He read it once, then again, slower, and I watched something happen in real time. Confidence turning into panic. "You went behind our backs," he said. "No," I said. I just didn't let you go behind mine. That's when everything broke. My mom started crying. Not soft crying, angry crying. How could you do this to us? Daniel stood up, chair scraping the floor. You have no idea what you've just done. I nodded. I do. Then I said the one thing I had been holding in for years. You were never trying to help me. You were trying to manage me. Silence again, but different this time, because now, they knew. I wasn't the same girl anymore. And here's the twist they never saw coming. I didn't just protect the house. I protected myself. I moved out 2 weeks later. Not dramatically, not emotionally, just quietly. And for the first time in my life, I wasn't adjusting to someone else's expectations. If there's one thing I learned from all of this, it's simple. People don't show you who they are when things are calm. They show you when there's something to gain. And sometimes the only way to protect your life is to stop asking for permission. If this story hit you even a little, subscribe, because some stories aren't just stories. They're warnings.